Hey there, brothers and sisters. It's the Reverend coming to you with a video kind of explaining who we are at Live to Play, where we've been, how we got here, where we're going in the future. Live to Play grew out of a magazine called Singer and Musician. And before that, even, in the 80s, there was a magazine called Gig, which was started by Quint Randall. Did really well for a while. He hired me, I'm Bill Evans, to be his associate publisher and help grow this thing. Went really well until the late 80s when the economics of publishing really started to change. Gig was an independent publication without a corporation behind it. It went under in 1990. Quint went on and did a magazine, which is now a website called hockeyplayer.com that he's had a lot of success with, and also some cool stuff called Drums on Demand for songwriters and production. At the same time we were doing Gig, there was a guy in New York by the name of Bob Lindquist who was running a magazine called Mobile Beat. Mobile Beat covered a lot of the same ground that Gig did, but for mobile entertainers, mobile DJs. When Gig went under, we put up a website called Level 11, which is still listed in the Musician's Guide to the Internet as one of the very first magazine, quote unquote, online for musicians. So we've been working on this model and trying to get it right, get the tools to make it right since 1994, and we think we've finally got it. It's been a lot of work. Gig, the owners of some other magazines, Miller Freeman, which is now New Bay, and they publish everything from Pro Sound News to Guitar Player and everything in between, caught wind of the Level 11 site and came to us and relaunched Gig as a magazine. I was the editor for most of that tenure up until the last 6 months before they killed the magazine. So that kind of brings us back to the whole singer and musician thing. And how we got here. Now we've got an extraordinarily deep website, lots and lots of active marketing via social networks, which you can find out about on another video here called Activate Your Marketing. It really explains it. We also do these really cool digital editions that are easy to navigate, that don't suck to use, and we can do things like embed video for product reviews right into your ad, and we embed an awful lot of video into our stories as well. Text scrolls on the screen. You don't have to move the screen around. You can just scroll through it in order to read the story. So it looks like a magazine that's sitting open on a desk. The ad on the right-hand side and the content on the left-hand side. As people are reading the content, your ad doesn't go away. It sits there where everybody can see it. So the team, who's on the team, besides Bob and myself and Andrea Bensmiller and my wife Linda Evans, who's the creative director, some familiar faces. Jamie Rio, who's worked for me since I was at Gig, moved with me to FOH, and is going to be working on Sound Pro Live, which is the pro audio offshoot of Live to Play, which we'll be launching in just a couple weeks. Jamie will be writing about church sound. Steve Lacera, who's been the front of house guy for Blue Oyster Cult for a long time, has written for me since back when I was at Gig, and he's coming over, as well as Baker Lee and a bunch of the gear reviewers that you're used to seeing. We think we've got something really cool here, stuff that nobody else is doing, and now you know the story of how we got here and kind of where we go from here. It's a whole new media world, and we're really excited to be a part of it.